So hello everyone. I just filmed a rambly version of this. Maybe I could upload it later, but I want to say, because it's about to be the New Year, it's New Year's Eve as of filming this, likely as of uploading this. If not, Happy New Year. Let's be glad we both made it into the new year together. I want to talk about 5 things I've accomplished in 2023 and then my goals for 2024. Note that this will be very rambly. I do have a thing written down, like my accomplishments, but I'm very rambly. I'm neurodivergent, I'm autistic and ADHD, so as you can imagine, this will be one heck of a ride. So if you can bear with me and stick along on this journey, that would be wonderful. If not, see you in another video or shorts or something like that. Thank you for clicking on this video. The engagement, however minimal or big, is really helpful, so thank you. But I wanted to talk about first 5 things that have really helped me in 2023 that I've accomplished. So number one is standing up for myself more and knowing what I will and won't tolerate, because for most of my life I've kind of been a doormat. I've kind of never stood up for myself because I was like, hey, like this situation's really bad as it is, and if I stand up for myself it's going to get worse. That's like my mentality from when I was in school. For those who don't know, I'm 20 years old. Obviously I've graduated, but most of my life as of now I've been in school, so like K through 12. So, you know, having dealt with that most of my life and feeling like I can't stand up for myself, learning to stand up for myself has been really good thing for me, and like really communicating more with people about my needs and like standing up for them and being like firm, but like able to compromise on some things, but generally being firm has been very helpful, and I'm glad I've accomplished that and will continue hopefully to be accomplishing that into the coming years or year. Number two, the thing that I've accomplished is continuing to tend to and really just keep my relationship that I've had for, well, as of now, 2 years, not as of now, but like as of December 21st, I believe. As of December 21st, I've been with my boyfriend 2 years. And, I feel like that's a good accomplishment. It's the longest romantic relationship I've had, and having kept it alive for 2 years and going into the new year is fantastic. So, woohoo, go me and my boyfriend, because it's work on both our ends. But I'm happy that we've kept it alive because he's a wonderful person. I'm really happy to have him in my life. Number three is that I've been getting more in touch with my spiritual side than before. For those who don't know, I am pagan. I have done tarot reading, but I kind of slacked off. But then I really got more in touch, started getting more in touch, and I'm really happy that I've done that. I feel like it's been really beneficial for myself and has helped me in my way that I go about this interacting with the world a lot better. So I'm really happy I've gotten more in touch with my spiritual side. It's not only connected me to myself, but to other people and also other beings more, and I'm really happy for that. I feel more connected to this world, and I'm really happy about that. In a good way, of course. And number four is that I've been taking care of myself more with herbalism. Because I do have a number of health issues, such as like mental health issues, physical health issues, like period cramps. I know that might be TMI for some people, but hey, it happens. I have 2 uteruses and endometriosis. It's gonna hurt, and it does hurt. But I've been taking care of myself more by like listening to my body and being like researching the different herbs that can help, and like of course things that don't contraindicate my medicines or like anything like that or my health conditions. But I've been taking things like mugwort, chamomile, and Amanita muscaria, which could go into a whole rant about that mushroom. It's wonderful, but those things have really helped me, whereas pain medicine doesn't touch it. Because for some reason my body, like, I could be on both ibuprofen and acetaminophen, both max dose and taken together, and it just doesn't touch my pain. It just doesn't touch it. It's as if I never taken anything. It doesn't take the edge off. But Amanita muscaria and mugwort and chamomile, those herbs and fungi have really tremendously helped with my period pain. Generally microdosing the Amanita, but taking the others as needed, have really helped me with my period pain and my PMS symptoms, and I'm really happy for that. And of course, in addition to taking care of my body with herbalism, more Western pharmaceutical medicine has helped as well because I got Nexplanon, and I'm really happy that I did, and it has really helped with my periods, actually. It's made them significantly lighter, which is good and less painful. And number five, when it comes to my fifth accomplishment for 2023, that would be really healing myself more mentally with therapy, of course, and seeing my psychiatrist, but also through this Amanita muscaria mushroom. I feel it's really helped me like tremendously more than like anything else microdosing it has. And I'm not a doctor, I can't give medical advice, nor can I really give dosing advice or anything like that. But for me personally, and of course, oh, if you're gonna take it, speak to your doctor, do it under doctor's advice. I know a lot of people would be scared of this mushroom because there's this idea that, oh, it's an amanita, it must have amatoxins. This variety does not, but this mushroom has really helped me with my anxiety, depression, and misophonia significantly, as well as my sensory issues in regards to my autism. So, like, it's wonderful. It's helped me have a better quality of life than literally any other medicine I've taken. So, it's really helped, like, to the point where my psychiatrist was like, was able willingly like weaned me off Lexapro, and although the withdrawals were rough, this mushroom helped significantly, and microdosing this mushroom through microdosing it, the effects have been so long lasting that the depression has not come back. I have not had the need to go back on to antidepressants since, so that is wonderful, and I'm really happy that I have this mushroom in my life. If there's a book I can recommend to anyone, it's Microdosing with Amanita muscaria by Dr. Baba Masha. She did a, I believe, 2,000 person citizen science study for 4 years, so it's like a collecting all the data through others' experiences, collecting their testimonials, compiling the data. I know she has a background in like chemical engineering, and obviously like she's a doctor, like a medical doctor. So like in her case, I believe like gynecology or OB-GYN and a pediatrician. So she does have some medical know-how. She does have the chemical know-how to a degree, like, you know what I'm saying. She knows what she's talking about, and this book has been very helpful in my experience with Amanita. I'm getting a little choked up, but this mushroom's really helped me. So with that being said, I will now get into my goals for 2024, seeing as 2023 is going to be over either shortly after I upload this, or sometime after I upload this, or after I upload this, depending on when it is, because again, it's New Year's Eve when I'm filming this. So my goals for 2024, in no particular order, of course, as written down here in my book, is one, I want to grow my YouTube and socials, following-wise. Now, my biggest reason, if I'm being honest here, I'm going to be completely honest, I want to be open and honest with you guys, I do want to grow a community. I haven't really had that big of a community or like friends ever since like ever. Like I just haven't had many friends or community, and I'm like, even if it's people who are giving constructive criticism, even if it's people who just want who are here for whatever reasons, I want to be able to interact with people in a positive manner. And like I get there is a parasocial level to things, but if I could just like, interact with the guys and we can learn and grow from each other, and we can have like cool like community, that would be nice. Like where we can learn and grow from each other, and we can just like continue improving ourselves in the world. I think that's something I'd like, and we could just have fun, like that just sounds like a good time. So I do want to grow it for that reason. And of course, the other reason, if I'm being completely honest, I mean, I don't want to like grift anyone, but eventually I would like it if with my socials, to an extent, I wouldn't have to work like a retail or food service job. So I'm being honest here. I should be open and honest with you guys, because yeah, I do want to be able to earn doing what I love, and if not off of people necessarily, but like, how do I explain this? I want to do what I love, be it like art commissions or like doing fun projects, and like maybe my socials, my not only the community, but like like through honest means, of course, through organically building my content and my following and stuff like that, I could perhaps be noticed by bigger companies and perhaps do some cool collaborations with art or something like that. And that is one reason I would like to grow my following. Not the main reason, but it is a reason. And if I'm being entirely honest, is community first. But hey, if I get somewhere like that could help me out financially, that would also be great. But like, I would have to think about how I do that because I don't really want to exploit others. I want things to be organic and natural, and I want things to be like okay and not icky. You know what I'm saying? So that is something to keep in mind. But I do want to grow my YouTube and social media following, to largely grow a community, but also to learn and grow and have like cool people to be around, but also eventually, like to an extent, maybe it could land me some opportunities that could help my financial situation as well. Another thing that I would like to do is improve my video and content skills. I have the editing skills of a potato. I just press record, I stand this in my cup with pens and hope it balances and you don't see the pens, and like I talk and I ramble and I sometimes edit it out a little bit, but I don't really do cool like B-rolls or cuts. I really don't do that. I don't have the spoons for that usually, so I'm just like, I'm gonna press record, ramble, and hope I gain some people who are okay with that. But you know, I want to improve my video and content skills, bring something new and fresh. I mean, obviously, I still want to be authentically me throughout it, so that's usually why I don't edit too. That's an excuse on my end. I'm like, but it's not authentically me if it's completely cut and polished and perfect. But I'm like, but people do want more than just someone sitting there and rambling with awkward camera angles and lighting, so I gotta strike a balance, but I do want to improve my video and content skills, and constructive criticism in regards to that is always appreciated because, hey, the fact that someone took their time out of their day to want to see me improve in what I do, be it action-wise or like video-wise or whatever, like, that's wonderful and I really appreciate it. So if anyone's got constructive criticism or like actually like advice or like resources, thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, another thing I want to improve on is my art and creative skills, be it like painting and drawing, speed paints, that type of thing, but also like my design skills and my makeup skills. And I know some of you are like, makeup? And I'm like, listen, it's art for my face. Like, it's a creative outlet that I get to do on my face and body, and I think that's pretty cool. Like, you can just paint. I mean, you get some cool red acne, but like, you know, you get to paint and like do up your face and like get creative with it. It doesn't just have to be like the standard eyeshadow, which I typically do, but like you can do some cool things with it. Like I've done like, I might insert something here, maybe it's at 12:23, but within the 12 minutes 23 seconds, but you know, I've done previous like storms on my face, or like dressed up as my sun sign, which is Cancer. So things like that. I find like cosplay, that type of thing, just creative makeup, creative outlets, improving in my abilities, creatively speaking, is something I'd like to do. Another thing I'd like to do is be more educated on things, be it through communication with others, like my community, just learning from the people in my community, like be it from their backgrounds or whatever, or just doing more research and reading, having experience, personal experience, because that is a good teacher, and or maybe a degree, like going to college. That could be interesting. I'm 20 years old and haven't been to college because high school kind of made me afraid of more school. Not just high school, it's K through 12 because of my awful experience. They're just like, you're gonna make me pay for what again? I'm gonna go in debt for what? I know people say it's different, it's just something hurdle I'm trying to get over. So I might pursue an education formally, potentially, but who knows. Another thing I want to do more is get in even more touch with my spiritual practices. Of course, I want to grow and expand. I don't think there's ever a point where I'm just done spiritually, or with most of anything. I'm not really done learning. I'm always going to be a student. So like, hey, if I can continue improving and learning and doing and being and just improving, that would be great. So in a spiritual manner, that would be great too. Another thing I'd like to do is be even more healthy, mentally, physically, and emotionally, and of course spiritually. I do deal with binge eating issues. I do have a lot of trauma, and ideally therapy and working out and things like that will help with that. Obviously I would need to do working out too in a healthy mindset, because I don't want to be one of those people who has an unhealthy relationship with their body when it comes to working out or like things like that, but I want to more like do things so that I can not be having the physical capacity of like I don't know, like a potato. I don't have very strong arms. I have weak nerd arms. Okay, like I'm not that physically strong, and I would like to get stronger physically. So yeah, so I can just be more strong. I'd like that. I'd like to be able to lift objects without injuring myself. So that's a goal. Another thing I'd like to do is improve financially. I think I mentioned that earlier, but I would like to improve financially because, you know, I am out of a traditional job right now, so if I could do something to improve my finances, that'd be great. I will link my Ko-fi if anyone wants to commission me or donate, but no pressure, just putting that out there. But I do want to improve financially so that, you know, I don't feel like I'm constantly lacking. I mean, I know I'm not, but like, it's just, I am, but I'm not. I'm trying to get myself out of a lack mindset, but also out of a lack situation, financially speaking. So, yeah. And also, I would like to declutter and let go of what no longer serves me, be it emotionally and like mentally or like physically, because I do tend to hoard things. I hoard a lot of junk because I'm like, oh, I'm an artist. What if I could use that someday? Or what if that's important paperwork? Or what if this is important? And I'm like, you don't use it. So just let it go. Just let it go. If it's not important, if it doesn't serve you, let it go. And that's something I'm going to work on. Not only that, so also so I can appreciate more of what I have, and I think that's an important thing to do. So I'm going to appreciate what I have more, well, in that process, letting go of what does not serve me, so I can appreciate what I do have more. And last but certainly not least, I do want to move in with my boyfriend. We are long distance. He lives like 4 hours away in another state. But, you know, I would like to move in with him eventually because he's a wonderful person and I love him very much. I love his kitty very much too. BB is a very cute cat. I'm sure you've seen her on this channel before in my shorts, but you know, I do want to move in with him eventually because he's a really wonderful person and, you know, like if we're both ready for it, where we're at a point where we're both ready and able, I think that would be wonderful because I want to take our relationship to the next level. So, you know, I want to move in with him. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this rambly, awkward video. I'll have to remind myself at timestamp 12 minutes and 23 seconds to insert those photos, but you know, I hope you enjoyed this rambly video. This is Hawk, signing out. Thank you for watching.